Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. This is my personal channel. I am Nathan Lyle. I do reviews. Fuck, I haven't done my intro in so long. I've forgotten it. Let's try one more time. Take two. Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you have never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, sketches, anything that crosses my fancy at the time. This is a video series called Rants and Rambles. Right now it is midnight on a Saturday night and I'm sitting on the floor of my apartment. I just got home from work and I'm just going to say everything that's been on my mind, get some shit off my chest. Be warned, I will be disrobing as this video goes along. How did I do? Was that good? Woo, that was all in one take. In case it wasn't obvious. This video has no editing at all. See, I think once you get it down, it just doesn't leave you. I could have been a good host. Why did SourceFed have to shut down? I could have moved to Hollywood and auditioned and worked with all of them. I'm just kidding. But who knows? You know, you never think about how skilled you are at something until you start. Well, actually, you know what, let's just change the subject. Work's been great. No, it hasn't. It's been busy as hell, mostly just because, like, we're supposed to slow down, but I don't know what it is. If it's fiesta or spring break, those things don't usually affect us, but it's not even necessarily that we have, like, a ton of traffic. It's just, you know, we keep having all these private parties. And, you know, people, 20 people show up together, and they all take an hour to order, and then the food takes an hour to make. And long story short, 7 hours later, they still won't leave, because they're done eating, but they just keep talking. So yeah, it's been a long week struggling. You know, a lot of people have pissed me off at work. Jose, as always, I'm used to that. He's always going to piss me off. That's just something I've accepted. This guy, he's smarter than people give him credit for. I mean, yes, he's a dumbass, but, like, a lot of the things he does aren't just purely out of laziness or ignorance. He's making choices to do these things, and I just wish people understood that. I feel like half of the people that work there are just playing stupid. They'd rather believe that he's just incapable of learning because they know they can't get rid of him, and it's just easier to deal with him if it's not a choice, if he is just that stupid and not capable of handling it. But he's very capable. I mean, he may still be slightly below average, that much is obvious, but you know, it's not like he ever puts his shoes on the wrong feet. No, he's never come in with his shirt on backwards. He's a capable enough individual. Even if he's below average, he's still self-sufficient enough that he shouldn't have such a loose leash. Say that 15 times fast. Loose leash, loose. I couldn't even say it twice. What? Also, there's this other girl at work that just pissed me the fuck off. Her name's Sarah. You know what? I like her. I consider her a friend. But there are times when she's just a dumb bitch. The other day she pissed me off because she's talking about, like, hey, you know, we do stuff for you, so, you know, you could always blah, blah, blah. You never bother helping us out, blah, blah. Let's stop you there. I mean, first of all, there are times when she can definitely be a hypocrite and she'll get on other people, get mad at them for doing something that she herself does all the fucking time. And this one particular thing pissed me off because, let's be honest, she's never actually helped me with anything. Ever. Let's be real. I've learned to survive better at work by adapting the same mentality as all my coworkers, which is, I'm doing what's best for my job, and I don't give a fuck how it affects everyone else. Pure and simple. You know, like, one of the things is with, like, the cast irons. That's the only reason people actually do come down and help me wash dishes. Because I hold the cast irons for ransom. because I know they're not allowed to actually leave until those have been cleaned and then taken upstairs and cooked. Which there's this whole thing, they coated it in oil and then burned it. I don't understand it, but that's the rule that they do. And for, so yeah, I always just save those for last. I refuse to work on those if there's anything else in the sink at all. And I do that on purpose because, like I said, that's the only time they'll come down. Because there have been times in the past where someone will they'll wash their own cast irons, and then I'm down there for an hour and a half after everyone else has left, just by myself doing this. Which, I don't mind being alone. It depends on my mood, what my day's been like, what else I've got going on. But yeah, I definitely prefer to be left alone to just do my thing. Like, I understand how to do my job, and there are times when the best way you can help me is just to stay the fuck out of my way. Because I've got a system, and you're fucking with my system. But there are also times when, you know what, I just want to go home. And so, if it can help me get out of here an hour sooner, I'd rather someone give me a damn hand. No matter how stupid they are, because whatever mistakes they make, I can fix in like 5 minutes after they leave. But yeah, and she does the exact same thing, no matter what she tells you, because she's never actually come down just to help me out. She, like everyone else, will come down because they know that all the cast irons are still downstairs, and they come to help me wash dishes so that I can be done faster. They're helping themselves. They are trying to get their cast irons faster so that they can leave quicker. But because like a couple days ago, I washed all the cast irons because they were the only thing in the sink, and then more shit got brought down. And so while I was working on that, guess what? She never came down once to check and see if I needed help. At some point in time, she had already clocked out, grabbed on her shit. She was headed out the door. She came down just to ask, hey, how long are you going to be? Just to try and determine whether or not it was worth waiting for me to give me a ride home. If I had said an hour, she'd have just been like, oh, well, fuck it, and left. It just pisses me off. Like I said, very hypocritical. Talking about, oh, I never helped them out. When's name one fucking time you've actually done something just for me that has no benefit to you at all. In fact, it's a hindrance to you, but you went out of your way to do it for my sake. Never. I can't think of one. And anything that she could even dare to try and mention, it's more than likely it's supposed to be your job anyways, and people just keep expecting me to do it. Because when I first got there, I didn't know the rules any better, and a lot of shit that isn't my job kept getting pushed onto me. And now the longer I'm there, the less likely I am to do all that shit that isn't actually my job. It's a sad thing that I've learned about this place. The more you care about your job, the better you'll be at it. But the less you care about your job, the happier your life will be. I choose to just be happy and enjoy my life. So yeah, I reached that point at work where I just, fuck it, I'm going to do what I need to do. And the rest, it happens if it happens. But outside of work, things have been good. I actually haven't worked on any of my stories today. I'm taking a break because I put in some copyrights. I've actually got 3 copyrights pending. I still can't give you any details on the things I'm working on because I have to wait to see if the copyrights get approved. I've got 2 copyrights on the main hero and the main villain in the comic book series. But then I realized something yesterday, or was it Thursday? But either way, I was talking to my boss, and he mentioned something that made me realize I got copyrights on their image, and the name is attached to that image. But, is the character himself actually protected? And then I realized, the story that I'm using, that we're making these books out of, it's written down and it doesn't have the pictures to it, so I never thought to use it. but I submitted that because it's like a 20-page story. So I did. I submitted that to the copyright office. That way, if that comes in, not only is the image of the character protected, but his background story will be as well. And within that story, it gives explanations of some of his powers and abilities as well. So hopefully, I'll have to double check. I know somebody who works like, well, I know someone who, Sarah, the girl I was talking about earlier, her dad is a patent attorney, so he understands a lot of copyright stuff. I want to sit down and have a talk with him. It was her suggestion, so I can double check on that if I want to. But as far as I'm aware, if all of these things come through, then I should be able to just sit here and mouth off about every single aspect of this character. You know, his name, his powers and abilities and whatnot, because it's all protected, and anyone else who tries to use it, I will sue their asses. So hopefully that's good. And also at 2 o'clock, well, specifically 2:14 Tuesday morning, because I was working on it Monday night, so technically 2 o'clock Tuesday morning, I finished the rough draft of my autobiography. This current draft, first of all, it's completely unformatted. It's like 107 pages, not too bad. But when you think about it, like when you get to actual book, like it double spaced, it's 200 pages. Not to mention chapter breaks, and the page margins will be like, it'll be different sizes because it's notebook paper right now, but actually books usually aren't notebook paper size, you know? Like, hold on a second. You see, it's written in a Microsoft Word document, which, you know, standard sheet of paper printed from thing. Like, you see how all these books, they're all smaller than that paper, and it's not like the words are all written up to the edge. You know, there's always, so yeah, I think it could be about a 300-page book, depending on the size I go with. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, the rough draft is done, and I'm taking like at least the rest of this month. I'm gonna hit it back up again in April, and I'm taking this month to just relax and honestly forget about it. The rough draft, I was just going through, writing every single thing that I remember about my life. I'm taking off my pants. They're uncomfortable. Ah. The little thingy hook was like digging into my waist. I just needed that off. It was getting just painful. Anyways, so yeah, the rough draft is done, and like I said, it was mostly just written entirely from memory. Just sit here and just type out every single second that I remember of my life from the moment I was born until July 2017, which is 27 years. That's a lot of memories. And so I've got to come through, weed out. There are certain things that I'll probably end up like deleting completely because it has no actual bearing on the story. There are some things that I might expand on. No, I might even consider a format change. I'm not sure yet because right now it's just a linear story. Who knows? So I'm going to go through, edit that through once. Basically just read it over, make different changes here and there. Just make sure this is in fact the story that I want to tell. And then, you know, I'll send that out for copyright, as well as, you know, give it to some different people I know in my life who are willing to just look at it and just give their opinions of it. No, not just an editing thing for spelling and grammar, but just like, you know, is this the way you want to tell this story or whatnot? Things like that. Like, do you really want to talk about this? Are you sure this is how this happened? And blah, blah, blah. Because for me, you can't actually change the story itself. I mean, this is my life. It's real. It happened. but you can change the way that it's told in a way to make it easily accessible to the masses so that we can reach as wide a readership as possible. That being said, 100% I plan on having like a director's cut of this book where basically it's the completely unedited version that I've got right now. Like, it's just me telling the story that I want to tell, how I want to tell it. It's gonna be a lot less. I feel like that one will probably be slightly less popular. Who knows though? I don't know if they're gonna be put up at the same time or if I'm gonna do this one and then do like a staggered release where a couple months later do the director's cut. Or I could just put them both up at the same time and let people decide which one they want. Because this one's like a scholarly version of it. But this one is just my story. Me telling my story. And I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, so the rough draft is done. I'm gonna, like I said, but next in April, I'm gonna take another look at it and just make sure that, like I said, this is the story that I want to tell. And then, well, we're gonna put that up for copyright and get some opinions on it. And by then, who knows what's gonna happen with the other comic books I'm working on. We're still, one of them we're still waiting to see if it's actually gonna happen. I've set a deadline that by May 1st, I want her to be done with character development so we can start working on the actual book. So we'll see if that works out. I still don't know for sure if she's gonna be able to do it. Like, this is basically her last chance. May 1st, if she's not already working on book 1. And that's it. That's the end of our partnership. And it's unfortunate that it would have to come to that, but no, she has plenty of time left. No, we got like she's got like 5 weeks before like she's in the real shit. So anyways, so my current book is doing well, but we're taking a break to do some actual like different merchandising type stuff. I've thought about like toys, action figure stuff, but that seems, I don't know, I've got to look more into that. It might be a little more complicated to do, but I know 100% I've seen lots of different websites where you can just put a design on a t-shirt or a poster and they can have it printed and shipped out to you. And so I can do that and then sell them to you guys. That being said, as of right now, because more than likely Halloween is the earliest I would sell anything. More than likely. So, you know, with a lot of time left to go, I can't guarantee anything, but as of right now, it kind of seems like if you order anything physical, like the physical copies of the comic book or the autobiography, or if you wanted to get a poster or a t-shirt, then, you know, 100%, it would take like a while to actually get to you, and not just this whole standard, oh, U.S. mail takes blah blah and this takes blah blah. But I still haven't figured out. You know, I have to make sure I'm able to streamline the whole process of, oh, this person orders, and by that same day the item is actually like made, like it's shipped out to them or whatever. It also depends on how many people I get. I've got some marketing strategies in place, but you can't guarantee that they'll actually work. I could get 20 people who all just buy the digital versions of stuff, but I could also end up, you know, getting like 1.5 million people ordering shit. In which case, you know, that's just, you know, hopefully they're willing to give me their money in advance so I can just quit my job and focus on actually getting shit out to them. But also, like I said, that's kind of best case scenario here. I'm trying not to actually expect anything. We're just gonna try our best and hope it works out well. My legs are falling asleep, so I've got to end this shit. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Ah, shit. Yeah. Are you okay? Speak to me. I gotta fix this tripod. Hold on. One of the legs fell off. It's okay. It happens all the time. Fuck. This is the worst vlog ever. Merry Christmas. And it's slanted. It bothers me because OCD. Not any better. God damn you. Wait, oh, okay. There. I think I got it. This has been a fun video, hasn't it? I feel like we've gotten nothing solved. Were we supposed to solve anything? I don't know. But yeah, that's been my week. It's been hectic, but also somewhat relaxing, and also, oh my God! As Pete Davidson once said, on behalf of crazy people everywhere, R.I.P. headphone users. I think I need to trim my mustache because these things over here keep getting in my mouth and it's annoying the fuck out of me. Part of me also wants to cut my hair, but I've got this dangle now, and I like it. Mostly because everyone hates it for some reason. I don't understand why, but the fact that they hate it makes me just never want to get rid of it. Because I honestly, sincerely, I want to cut my hair. I feel like it's been long enough. Let's get rid of it. But this is only the second time in my life that I've actually gotten this dangle. And I want to keep the dangle. So I have to keep the hair. Unless I shave everything except the dangle. But even I think that would just look too weird. I don't know if I can handle that. So I don't know what to do. So for now, I'm just keeping it. Honestly, I don't feel like myself when I don't have my hair. I'm going to go heat up some leftover pizza. Or maybe not. I might just eat it cold. Ooh, that's actually something I did. That's the great thing about working in a restaurant. Sometimes you get shit. Like I had some different kinds of meat. And I have some like tomatoes and stuff. So you know what I did? Now you order a fucking cheese pizza. Save yourself $6. And then just dice up all the ingredients yourself. Sprinkle them on top. Heat it up again. Boom! A supreme pizza that would normally cost like at Papa John's, I guess $17. But now, oh, you get a cheese for $11, and then you put the toppings on yourself. I mean, I'm not saying you had to do it every single time. I did it because I have all this shit in my fridge and no idea how to use it. So I just decided, you know, half of this stuff I put on my pizza anyways, don't I? So, I still have no idea how to end these things. I'm trying to remember what my outro... I don't know if I ever did an outro for this channel. I know I did one for the fan perspective, which, you know, it's... Is it March? Oh, shit. It's Saturday. Oh, okay, yeah. Anyways, it is... it's almost April. The draft's coming up soon, and then in May I'm going to have to start getting that shit again. So I'll just do my outro from the fan perspective, which is... Fuck, what is it? Oh, so until the next time you see me in a video, this has been the fan perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Nile. Hope you have a great week. Still got it!